Okay, we're going to talk about energy and chemistry. Energy, yes, is a physics term. However, we are going to use it in chemistry as well. So a lot of this stuff you should have heard in physics, but we're going to relate it to chemistry this time. Energy and matter. Energy, textbook definition of capacity to do work. Okay, what's that really mean though? Okay, whenever we make a chemical reaction, in order to do that, we need energy. Energy is always involved when there is a change in matter. Whether that's physical change or chemical change, we always need energy. When we talk about states of matter, we need to get some definitions down, which I know you've heard every single one of these. So melting is when you go from a solid to a liquid. Evaporation is when you go from a liquid to a gas. Freezing, liquid to a solid. And condensation is when you go from a liquid to a gas. The reason why I'm restating these, and I know you, like I said before, I know you know these, is when I say something is evaporating, you need to immediately think to yourself, okay, that is when something goes from a liquid to a gas. The law of conservation of energy. I know you've heard of the law of conservation of energy before. Energy can neither be created or destroyed, just transferred. Now notice how I have that all bold, all uppercase, because it's the transfer that we are going to focus on in my next slide. Since energy is transferred, we are concerned with, okay, is that energy going out of the system or out of that object or into that object? When something is endothermic, that is when a process in which heat is absorbed from the environment. Okay, so that object is absorbing energy. Exothermic is when a process in which heat is being released from the system. So it's exiting the system. So when we talk about that, we got to be careful. We need to talk about system and surrounding. Okay, so take my coffee cup. My coffee cup is my system. That means that everything around it is my surroundings. However, it is a hot cup of coffee that I just made, of course. To my hand, it is very, very warm. Why is it warm? Is because energy is exiting that system. My coffee is exothermic. Whereas my hand then is getting warm because it's absorbing the energy from my coffee cup. So my hand is endothermic. So you do have to be careful, what are you calling the system? Okay, because remember, energy is always transferred. So if we have energy being released, it has to be absorbed by something. Okay, so whenever you have something that's endothermic, you also have something that is exothermic. So you need to understand, if anybody asks you, is this reaction exothermic or endothermic, you need to know what is the system. Things to look for. If an energy is giving off energy, the surroundings temperature will warm up. Okay? Because my hand, it feels hot because it's exiting the system. Whereas my coffee cup now is cooling down because it's releasing energy. So that is exothermic and endothermic. Exothermic, exiting the system. Endothermic, energy coming in the system. Please remember that, guys.